Hello and welcome to another X-Ray.tech video. I'm Tom Nasser, the Automation Alchemist, and today I'm going to debunk the top 5 myths about no-code automation. Workflow automation is growing fast, and businesses in every industry are adopting workflow automation as they look for ways to become more efficient. As more and more people are using automation and talking about it, there's quite a bit of misinformation and misconceptions going around. In this video, I'm going to address 5 of the most common automation myths that we're hearing. Let's get into it. Myth number 1. Automation is about downsizing. Automation is not about firing people and replacing them with a few lines of code. Good automation focuses on supporting people, not replacing them. Workflow automation eliminates tedious robotic tasks, but it doesn't take away from your responsibilities. If an automation is built the right way, it'll include some vital human checkpoints. Human checkpoints are critical moments in a workflow when you or your team can review what the automation is doing and choose whether or not to proceed. By automating robotic tasks and maintaining human oversight, well-designed automations amplify the output of your team so they can accomplish more. They don't eliminate the need for human involvement and human judgment. Which brings us neatly to myth number 2. Anything can be automated. While you can automate a staggering array of workflows and applications, the truth is that not every process can or should be automated. You should only automate robotic tasks that don't require human creativity, analysis, strategy, or thoughtfulness. For instance, you can't automate the design and development of an entire website, but you can still automate the creation of a web page based on a template. Automation excels at performing repetitive, mindless tasks. Anything that essentially boils down to copying data from one place and pasting it into another is an ideal candidate for automation. On the other hand, anything that requires human ingenuity can't be completely automated. This is where those human checkpoints I referred to earlier come into play. You may be able to automate certain steps of the process, but you'll still need a human in the middle running the show. Myth number 3. Automation reduces the quality of output. A good automation doesn't result in a worse output. It's understandable that you may be afraid of a one-size-fits-all, copy-paste automation ruining your workflows. We've all had those experiences with automated customer support, and you might think that no-code automation would face similar issues. But while simplistic, poorly built automations might not deliver the quality you're looking for, a well-built automation can accommodate all sorts of different scenarios and inputs, creating customized outputs. In some cases, your workflow may be too complicated to automate. As we just discussed, not everything can or should be automated. But if you can automate a process, the result will actually be more consistent. An automation won't forget to perform certain tasks or make simple mistakes like typos. It will perform the workflow the exact same way every time with a reliability you could never expect from a person. As with any software, there will be some technical errors every now and again, but those won't be frequent. And ultimately, it will be far easier to notice and fix automated errors than it would be to discover and address each unique human error. If you're worried that automation will result in lower quality output, you can rest easy. With well-designed automations, you can actually look forward to more consistency and reliability without sacrificing quality. Next, let's tackle one of the most inaccurate myths we've come across. Myth number 4. Automation limits the tools you can use. In most cases, this just isn't true. The beauty of no-code and low-code automation is that it works with nearly every modern software stack imaginable. Platforms like Zapier and Make support thousands of apps right out of the box, including the most popular and useful software out there. Even if your apps aren't natively supported, you can always create custom integrations for them as long as they have an API, and most modern software does. Apart from some very rare exceptions, you can use whatever tools you want with automation. Finally, 2 closely related automation myths. Automation is expensive and automation is cheap. In our experience at X-Ray, many people aren't sure what to expect when it comes to the cost of automation. In some cases, people think automation is as cheap as a small monthly subscription. In other cases, people are worried that they'll be spending as much on automation as they would on a fully custom piece of software. While both extremes might be true under certain circumstances, the reality is that automation typically comes in at a moderate cost, but brings massive benefits for every dollar you spend. A small monthly subscription is all you need to get started with Zapier or Make, but if you really want to transform your business with automation, you'll either need to spend a lot of your team's time on building automations, or you'll need to work with a company like X-Ray. In general, we help companies to automate their workflows for about the cost of one employee's salary annually. For this price, we'll provide our entire team's diverse expertise and build automated systems that support every department at your company. If you were to try to hire similar talent, you'd probably need to bring several new staff members on board. So while automation can require a significant investment, the return is more than worth it. That concludes our rundown of the top automation myths. To sum it up, automation is not about downsizing. Not everything can be automated. Automation won't reduce the quality of your team's output. You can automate with nearly any modern software. And finally, automation isn't dirt cheap, but like most things, you'll get what you pay for. If you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more automation tips every week. If you'd like to learn more about no-code or low-code automation, follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, and you can find all this info on our website at xray.tech. You can check all those links in the description down below, and as always, don't forget, keep the flow.